Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel, and in this video I will show you how you can create a project using NextJs 14. I will also walk you through the project structure and the files that are created when you create a new NextJs project, and then we will look into one simple example of fetching information from a URL and showing it to a page. So let's get started. First, here I am in the terminal where I want to create my NextJs project, and I have already installed Node.js on my system so that when I run these two commands, first Node version, I see output that 21 version of the Node.js is installed, and if I run npm --version, I'll see that 10.5 is there. So in order to create a new NextJs project, what you need to do is that npx create -next-app @latest to use the latest things, and then dot to signify that create the new NextJs project in the current directory. And when I hit enter, it will ask me whether you would like to use Typescript or not. I'll say yes. Then it will ask to use ES linting. I'll say yes. Then it will ask to use Tailwind CSS. I will say yes. It will ask to use source directory or not. I'll say yes as well. App router, as if you are not aware about NextJs has two routing methods. One was page routing, the latest one is app routing. So in this tutorials I'll go with app routing. I'll say yes. It will ask me to if you want to change the default import alias, that is @sign. I'll say no. That means you can, instead of writing dot you can say @ and then you can list out the current directories in the folder. So I'll say no. Then it will install all the required things so that we can get started with our NextJS project. Now, as you can see, successfully new NextJS project is created. So I'll open the directory into Visual Studio Code. So here are the project structure. We have ts config for Typescript. Then we have Tailwind config for Tailwind CSS. Then we have a readme file. Then we have this post css config.js. Then package.json file and package-lock.json file, and then next config file. So these next config and post css, tailwind cs and ts config, we don't have to touch these files unless you intend to modify the content of it. Then we have this public folder. You can put all your public resources here, and then you can utilize those public resources using just / anywhere in the project. And finally, this is our source directory in which you have app directory. This app directory is what we will see when we start the application. So if I come here, clear the screen, and when I say npm run dev, this will spin up local server on port 3000, and hopefully we will see the content rendered on the web page. So if I come here, all the content is coming from this page.tsx file. The layout for that page.tsx file sits in this layout.tsx file. Here you can change the title of the page as well. Let's say my application. You can also change the description like NextJs is awesome. Okay, I'll save this and immediately you can see the effect as well. Here in the global CSS file, all the CSS things are there. So since we are going to use Tailwind CSS, we don't have to use those existing thing. We can see the layout has changed. Now in the page.tsx file, you can see this is a simple React component, and I'll remove everything from here and I'll just simply return a div with hello world, and I'll get rid of this thing as well. When I save it, you'll see the effect as well. So this is how your project structure looks like when you create a new Next.js application. And as I promise, let's just get Chuck Norris API to render some content fetched from URL. So this is the URL from which you can fetch a new joke. So what I'll do is that I'll convert this to async function, and here I'll say const data equals to await and then fetch, and I'll provide this URL. Okay, and my bad, this should be const. Then just let's console the data first. Okay, if you look here, you will see the data. Okay, and I know you are wondering why this is on the server side, not on the client side. So I hope you understand that this is a server component, and it doesn't it doesn't do stuff on client side. It is coming from the client side. So if I let's say this is the response, and I'll say const data equals to response.json, and I think we need to await this, and here then I can use data dot, and if I come here to Chuck Norris, you will see that under the value you will have the joke. So I'll copy this very quickly and I'll say data dot value, and if I quickly save this, we will see the joke here. Okay, so I hope you understand the structure of Node.js, and you understand that how you can fetch information from any API and show it here. In the upcoming videos on my YouTube channel, I'll be exploring and educating you more about Next.js and stuff around Next.js, and hopefully we will build few things using Next.js as well. So watch my YouTube channel for upcoming videos. I hope you have gained some knowledge out of this video, and if you do so, please consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. Thank you for watching. Peace.